Hi, welcome back channel FC24. Alright, completed all the quests, and of course I unlocked Zidane as well in the Legends, and of course last but not least the 88 CDM, they got him as well. So first up, the Journeys pack, that's Zidane for you. After a lot of hard work and multiple days of waiting, finally we unlocked Zidane at the 85 CDM, and we managed to continue the journey in the Icons journey itself. Okay, there'll be multiple matches to play in the Masters once you have unlocked that, and of course you're gonna gain more of those journey tokens, but it will take a long while before you can move on further. Alright, so of course we have done all the quests, and definitely we're going to share with you later on. For now my team is still 89, but of course once I unlocked this 88 CDM and I've bought an extra 2 of this player, I managed to upgrade him to 91, so that pushed my team OVR to 90. So I'm really appreciative of this, the fact that this CDM is really easy to buy from the market, and then multiple people selling it. Just wait for a while, the price will drop slightly. So after collecting him, I waited for a while for the price to drop below 3 million, and I got 2 numbers of those, managed to trade it up to 91. So that really helps in terms of the team OVR. The other exchange you should be doing is this 80 to 87. I find it really attractive to do this, especially when you have lots of these 70 OVR players, because the fact that with these pack openings, sometimes you get really good players. So but of course, the few players I'm showing right now is just a couple of 100,000. But nonetheless, you'll be still making a profit, especially if I said you have a lots of this 70 plus OVR players with you. Otherwise, getting from a market would cost a bit, but I think it's still worth the try. It's like a lottery, but nonetheless, I think it's good to try it out. So the fact that we are not going to spend a really lot, we have saved up about 60 million so far. That is something that I always wanted to have a buffer on, so at least we can do, like I said, purchase certain players to upgrade the card and whatnot. So meanwhile, always remember, if you have really good players at the 70 plus that can sell for 50 or 60 million, go ahead and sell them, because you can purchase those 70 players, especially the midfielders and the defenders, at a relatively fraction price of 20,000, but you really have some midfielders and defenders at about 50-60,000. You can sell one, you can buy 2 or more. So but ST is a bit different. That's why I'm getting from market some STs are hard to get. Most of the time when I get the free cards of 70, is always the midfielders and the defenders. So that is probably the reason why the price of these players are much easier to buy. So this just another goalkeeper, but nonetheless it's a good try. Just keep on trying. And the other one I do is this exchange. I will go ahead to grab from the market. I think it's worthwhile. I have this universal card 81, and I upgraded my founders cards. You can see here the founders cards that I have, there's 89. I upgraded them to 90, so I'm going to upgrade my RB and my RW really soon, once I've done that exchange to get that number of the universal cards. It always appeared twice, 2 exchanges available after a period of time. So make full use of these events to get a universal card, because otherwise we can't really do much in terms of those very old cards, the founder cards that we have. So as for the ST, sometimes you got to hunt for a higher OVR of 78. You may get some available there, like this King. I'm getting quite a number of it because I've been hunting for ST, but it's really hard to get, so I'm going to spend a bit more while I still continue to queue for the lower OVR ones. I think at least King allows me to get my exchange going, because otherwise I'll be stuck. And I really wanted to try all 5 exchanges in order to see whether we can get a good card out of it. So, right, so I'll still queue for the lower OVR ones at a cheaper rate, but nonetheless I'm going to give you another shot of this exchange. As I said, ST are the hardest to get. Midfielders and defenders are so easy, and definitely so much cheaper. Sometimes you get it free. So let's see which player we're getting. The next card would be hopefully a good card. Was right, great positioning, CM. High OVR, please. Right, so it's still at 83 nonetheless. 100 over 1,000, oh, that's really poor. That would be a loss, right? Because if imagine you have multiple numbers of midfielders and defenders, but just getting the 4 numbers of attackers, it will cost next to about 170, 180,000. So if you sell that player, you're making a loss because of the 10% tax. That's really depends on luck. Let's see here another one. All right, so again, another loss. This depends on luck again, as I said. So if you get an 89 card, you'll be making a huge profit. So just give it a try. For the 2 other exchanges, I'm not doing because definitely a loss. Likewise, for this player, I'm not doing because it's so expensive to do. The fact that you actually can grab it from the market so much cheaper. So why do you bother and getting those players? The effort and the cost is higher than getting him straight from the market. So I'm not going to do this exchange. Hopefully, you don't do it as well. It's not a great positions and a great OVR after all. You can just buy from a market if you really prefer. Just hunt for a market. You hunt for the player 87 OVR and you just put the positions of RB. You can see is 4 million. Definitely you're going to put in more effort and cost in doing the exchange. So definitely not going to do that. So I'm going to continue to buy my STs in order to do the next one when they arrive, probably in a week's time. So meanwhile, just collect your STs when they are cheap. Alright, so I'm still back to 60 million. So for now, just finish all these quests, and I'm definitely happy to share with you that we got that icon, the logo icon as well. So that's the end of this event. A very short one and nothing much to shout about, but nonetheless it's still some free stuff. The last but not least, really thank you for watching this video. I hope you all the best in increasing the OVR of your team. Goodbye.